Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Delita. I'm Travis. It is Monday. That means it's time for the new announcers on Raw.
For 2.5 seconds.
Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett. It's crazy hearing his voice on wrestling because he's such a football guy.
You're right. It's funny. I wonder if people felt that way about Pat McAfee because he's like college football guy.
Yeah, but he doesn't do play-by-play. He just does that stuff in the first. This guy's a guy.
What? They never stop roaring. Anyways.
They're trying to get him going. That was interesting. Well, here we are. It's a new season. I don't know how. I thought the season started in October. So probably middle of the month, maybe?
I guess. I have absolutely no idea. I really don't. Anyways, we got some people in the chat, like a couple. Walter's out there. Hey, Walter. We have a new person, Monica Ann. Hey, Monica. And Sophie's with us tonight. Walter says hi to both of us. Raw tonight, good matches. Okay, at 9 I'm going. Be here Wednesday, 8 p.m. for AEW after Bingo. Sophie's telling us that Bronson is out because of COVID. And did they say this is the new season of Raw?
Bronson Reed?
Yeah, it's the only Bronson I know of.
That's weird.
He probably is the type that got the shots, so he's probably more susceptible to it.
Dang. Well, that's all right. We don't need him on TV tonight anyways.
Well, according to protocol, unless you're running a fever, you can go to work.
Yeah.
So.
And he might be.
And you only need to be away from the office for like a couple days now. Not 2 weeks like they said before or whatever.
Well,
5
they were
days
trying
or
to
even.
cripple the country.
Yeah, dumbasses. So it says Bad Blood will be on at 6 p.m. because the UFC pay-per-view is going to be on that night like a couple hours later.
Sure is.
So the UFC will actually start before Bad Blood. UFC pay-per-views usually start around 4 or 4:30.
It'll be about 6 your time.
Mountain Standard Time. That's when the UFC starts. So
But
about 6 your time.
You got your
Eastern time.
pre-show, and you got your early pre-show, and then you've got the main event stuff, which is your pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So you're right also, both of you.
Well, then the whatchamacallit starts. The actual, because you have the...
Starts at 8 our time, 10 their time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she's saying. They're going to start 6
actual pay-per-view.
their time, so 4 our time is when the wrestling's going to start.
Mm-hmm.
And so it'll be over by 7, which will then leave an extra hour before the pay-per-view starts.
Mm-hmm.
So that's actually kind of cool. I'm okay with that. Just tell Danny to come an hour later.
If he wants, or
come
whatever.
early and do the show with us. Either
Yeah.
way.
Sophie also says CM Punk versus Gunther is rumored to take place at Survivor Series. I thought I read that the UFC pay-per-view is going to start at 10 p.m. that night, though.
It always does, sweetie. You're right. There's just a pre-show before that that's 2 hours, and before that there's a early pre-show for 2 hours. So there's actually 4 hours of fighting before the pay-per-view. But yes. Just lost my breath. Nothing better than white. I just see white everywhere.
Bianca and
Yes.
Jade Cargill out there with their tag team titles. They did get those back at the pay-per-view this weekend.
Yes, they did. Well deserved.
Got Rhea coming out right now, though.
Just not excited for her anymore. I used to like her.
Oh, are you going to throw up? That's nice. There you go. Good job, buddy. Blech. Wow, that's a lot.
Ugh. I just ate. Don't
Yeah? You okay? You okay now?
Hi, buddy.
Yeah. Did you eat your food too fast? Yeah. You alright? You gonna lay down? Okay. Cool beans, bud. You're alright. Good job, buddy.
All right. Well, Rhea's in the ring in tight black pants, which is a change for her.
Yeah, she's wearing her normal clothes, I guess.
Street clothes.
Street clothes, yeah. I guess it's her street clothes. I don't know. Doesn't look like wrestling gear, so her street clothes. I'm guessing she's not gonna have a match tonight.
She just overdoes her makeup. So if she didn't make up normal, she'd be a smoke show, or sort of. She'd be pretty.
It's not just that, but like, the things that she now puts in her ears, like, are so heavy that they just make her ears gross too. And she's wearing like 3 different colored chains. And they're like, they look like that stuff that you like used to like put together when you were like 12 and thought were cool.
Might be. She might be one of those Swifties.
Maybe.
So she still wants to go by Mommy? Does that mean she still has a thing for Dominik?
I guess. I have no idea.
Or Poppy, or whatever the fuck they call him.
Daddy. He calls him Daddy. It's weird and strange.
Of course you pinned her. She sucks.
So it says, out of all the pay-per-views that took place in the month of August, which one was your fave?
SummerSlam? Is that Thunder?
Yes. It definitely was Thunder. Jimmy Chonga's in the chat says, black eye for Dom. Oh, no. Is it because Liv didn't like him anymore, so she smacked him in the eye?
Probably.
Wow. It's a real one, too, because he's got
Oh, yeah, it's in the eye.
petechium broken on his eye, too. Chris is in the chat. Says, hey, guys. Hey, Chris. So it was like, we just got hit with thunderstorms. Oh,
Nice.
good.
Probably the same one.
Then it's probably the same one because we're right next to you. So.
Just right up to the left. Or west.
Yay, another one.
2. He's starting to collect them.
Silliness. Boop. She's still recovering. Oh God, what happened to her? Oh no.
Maybe she's recovering from marijuana use.
Well, they were in Berlin. Wait, I don't think they have like drug use there. Like,
You gotta play full cookie.
yeah, I cut them all small. So they're bite size.
They
So
pulled once.
they weren't.
Oh, Dominik laying the pipe on the tot with the championship.
Ew. person has a sign out there that says hot dog water is delicious.
Said no one.
That sign said it.
It means stop. What kind of message is it going to be? In case you didn't notice, I moved that so you can lower the table all the way to the lowest it'll go.
Okay.
I didn't know if you noticed. You didn't say anything.
I noticed it last week. What? Oh, Sophie says Dom says he is open facing Rhea one-on-one.
Oh, that's so dumb. If they do that, I'm done. I won't watch.
Sophie says,
Oh,
I like
wow.
that we have like
That was
5 weeks
awesome.
off pay-per-views now moving forward.
It's going to be weird because he's a kind of a play-by-play guy. And Michael Cole's not that type. So I don't know how they're going to do it. Oh, here comes the bozo. They should put a clown outfit on him. He helped her out. She's holding her knee. She's so disappointed in life right now.
Totally. Sophie said, I like that we have like 5 weeks off pay-per-views now moving forward. Sophie also says at least we have a couple months of this new commentary team. Chimichanga says, howdy, sleeping, thumbs down. And Chris says, crowd went mild as Gulia made her debut at NXT pay-per-view.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
because they don't watch Japan shows like Stardom.
Of course they don't.
Why would they?
Very few people do, or they would have a show on in America.
It's not just that, like...
I mean, it would be broadcast live in America is what I'm saying.
Right. So it says, we ever got that Chad Gable versus Otis one-on-one match? No, they went straight to Chad fighting with the very lackluster Wyatt 6 group of people here.
I wish they'd take the whole Wyatt name out of it and just call him the Six or something. Because it's kind of embarrassing. And Wyatt isn't his real name. It's Rotunda.
Yeah.
So that means it's Bray's name.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. I feel it's... I've already said my piece on it multiple times. I hate the whole thing. Chimmy says, is AJ Styles injured? I don't know, Chimmy. Haven't seen him for a while, so
he just
who knows?
kinda gave up
Maybe. Sophie says, more Japan female talent are coming to NXT in the coming weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. Chris says, why does everyone come out like Goldberg now with that backstage camera? It's probably because of Triple H and his weirdness. Sophie says, did you hear Gable Steveson got cut from his football team?
Well, yeah, of course. We knew he would. He never played football before. He was a wrestler. He's not Brock Lesnar, for fuck's sake.
Why?
He'd probably beat Brock Lesnar in a wrestling match, though. Just say it.
Right. I didn't even know he went to go play football. So there you go.
Yeah, he signed a 3-year deal with the Bills, I think it was.
Oh. And he actually played?
No.
Oh, I'm like, he actually played? Because he was pretending to be here. He was still in college. He was and didn't go to the Olympics.
He couldn't go to the Olympics because of his contract with WWE.
Right. So it says there were weird reports that Amos got released.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, would it surprise you? And
Jesus Christ, they're having a 6-person mixed tag team match.
Why wouldn't they?
I don't know.
Anytime Tony Khan runs a company, you're going to get these weird overman men versus women shit. Even Tony Khan really doesn't do it.
He doesn't do a lot of the women with the men mixed gender shit. He just does like a whole bunch of people all at once. And the whole like match means absolutely nothing. Yeah, say it.
WWE week. Next week? Or is it in 2 weeks? When
It's
do they start?
WWE week on USA.
Yeah. Next week?
I don't know.
When does SmackDown come? For some reason, I thought it was on the 16th or 13th or something.
I thought it was the 13th. Where your shit is.
I think it's the 13th, so I don't know what week this is. Today the 5th?
It's Labor Day. Today's the 2nd. Monday.
Yeah, so it's probably next week. Get off your ass. TD, baby. Mountain Dew. Too bad there's nothing on. We got full commercials. And when we come back, we got a mixed gender tag team match.
Yeah. It's that American-made people against...
It's a 6-man tag team match.
His past people that he liked.
Yeah, Alpha Academy.
Yeah.
Versus the American Alphas, or whatever they're called.
American-made.
American-made. Good stuff.
Ew.
Is he eating it?
I already did. Most of it's gone.
Still think about
it. Because he was over there, and I'm like, what's he doing? And then he left, and I'm like, oh, stuff's gone. Cool beans, bud.
Is this Ghostbusters 3?
It's Beetlejuice.
Oh. Looked very Ghostbusters-y.
Right. Commercial. Full commercial. We haven't had a match yet, by the way.
Not one.
The night started off with the new commentator guy getting introduced. And then Rhea came out, yacked at Dom. Dom got booed. Pretended that Liv wasn't going to show up. Then she was there.
Liv came out and broke Rhea's ankle.
They were getting beat up quite a bit. And then Rhea, I guess, got taken advantage of by the weirdos. So
she would.
Okay. All you had to do was wait for that commercial and you would have known.
Oh, did it say?
The September 13th, yeah. Good God. Oh, boy. I don't know why you're speaking Spanish at her. She's Australian or New Zealand.
was the other leg. Was that her right? Or it was her left one.
It was her left leg.
That was her left there, but I thought
it was her left leg.
Was...
She was hanging by her left leg.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Maxine! So, did Samanity go somewhere else? Is she on SmackDown now, or is she just taking some time off? Or did she not get back from the flight yet?
Was that the other lady?
Yeah. The one with the fun hair from Friday or Saturday or whatever day that was. Last night, maybe.
Depends what she in No Mercy.
I think so. All right. Is it a tornado tag team? Maxine's trying to get away, which is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. She was like running.
Chris is like, so Maxine is the new leader of the Alpha Academy?
And she looks like it. A lot of us would follow her instructions, so. Not really a fan of when girls wear their swim trunks, whatever you call them, high on the hip.
Oh.
Like in the 80s. But Maxine needs to because her legs are so short.
Mm-hmm.
And it lengthens her legs.
Right.
And it doesn't look bad on her. I'm definitely more into like the butt hugger look like the other girl has. You know, where the shorts are leg length. Like that. Tozawa, arguably the worst wrestler in the world. He's
Chris,
the Garcia of WWE, but likable.
Yeah. Chris says Samanity is on SmackDown. Alicia Taylor was announcer for NXT, but now she does both, I guess.
I'm just wondering if it's just because of the pay-per-view is all. I'm okay with Samanity not being there. It's a break. It's a fresh air break. Like a smoke break, but we go outside and breathe air instead. That's fun. The big clobber and blow to the back of Otis.
Right.
Uh-oh. He's going up top. What's the point of wearing a onesie if you're just going to wear the straps down? Oh, Jesus. Otis with the power. He better warm it up here. The caterpillar. Uh-oh. Is she going to slam him? That's been his MO, is be slammed by women lately. Oh, yeah. Maxine attacks her. Oh, missile drop kick. A standing missile drop kick. It's pretty impressive.
Seen a whole different side of Maxine over recent weeks.
So they're not even tagging anymore. They just said, fuck it. Tozawa's a weapon.
This is fucking dumb. Chris like Maxine off the top rope?
Yeah, get it done. Get up there and do it, girl.
The crowd.
On the
Chris
bar.
is like, it's creepy time. That's most people saying. Ooh.
That guy had no problem with that move at all. Watch him. The guy in the middle. He catches her and then just brings her down. It's like she doesn't even move. Like he's so strong.
That's how it should be.
Monkey Paw Productions. They're bringing that shit back. Remember that? Scare Tactics?
Not really. I don't remember that one anyways.
They just do like real life pranks to people that are, set up from their friends. But scary stuff.
Huh.
There used to be like, the big one was like they were on a camp trip or something. And they had like Bigfoots attack them.
Oh, God.
But they were in a camper.
Oh, okay.
And like 2 of them were in on it and 2 of them weren't. And so obviously they were escalating the fear, the ones that were in on it. Did you see that? Half hour later.
Right.
I swear to God, I keep seeing something out there, type of thing. Learned it from you.
Yeah, whatever that means.
You's on 3rd, right? Or is it who?
Who's on 3rd?
Who's on 3rd?
Who's on 2nd?
Who's on 2nd?
Oh, we're at a full commercial break, guys. They just came back from that 6 mixed match that's happening. 6-man match.
Yeah.
Between the Alpha Academy, old Alpha Academy, and American-made new people.
There's no Nikki Cross. There's no whatever his name is.
Hey,
Wyatt.
Grody, what are you doing?
Bo Dallas.
Oh, yeah. The Wyatt people haven't showed up this 6.
Not yet.
Haven't showed up quite yet. John.
It's one of the best young players in baseball right there.
The batter?
Mm-hmm. Julio Rodriguez. He's sponsored by Gorilla Tape or Gorilla Glue.
Oh, is he?
Look behind glue.
Oh.
Not really. He's not.
Like what?
Uh-oh. He's going to be stealing 2nd. Yeah, this Teressator, he does a lot of the boxing matches. Or did.
Oh, okay.
For ESPN lately.
Huh. Interesting.
If you listen, you'll notice. Picture the boxing.
Oh, yeah, I guess Canada, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we listen to him all the time.
Poor Tozawa.
More brutality.
Oh, God.
He got him.
He almost didn't, but Tozawa was so small he almost missed him.
Dragunov, Dragon Lee, and Dominik Mysterio coming up later. Sheamus and
Ludwig Kaiser versus
and
question
somebody
mark.
else.
And then they're going to do Punk Live,
Told you he's
supposedly.
gonna steal. Will he still 3rd? Probably not. That's a harder one.
Zelina versus Shayna Baszler, huh? Oh, Alba Fire and Isladon versus Damage Control.
That'll be okay.
And then you're going to get Gunther live about that heavyweight championship.
Yeah, we get to listen to Gunther talk.
Yeah, but who's going to come down and be like, I'm next?
And foreign talk. I don't know.
Why would it be in foreign talk?
Because he has an accent.
Okay. It's weird.
It's just how
my God, why'd that guy
Americans
just
used
fall
to
down?
talk in the 80s.
Oh.
Anybody that talked funny, you would mention it and say it. Nowadays, it's xenophobic and blah, 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 blah. I still say it because I'm xenophobic. I don't give a fuck. And if you want to call it phobic, it's weird because I'm not scared of anybody from another country.
They're out of their Damn minds.
Get him, Otis.
Julius had to get into the business. He had to put his pants back up.
Julius.
He wanted to make sure he was ready, Freddy.
Mm-hmm.
Not pretend ready.
He got my memo. Like, what are some cops wondering why you are wearing a onesie but don't have your straps up?
Like the other one. He has his down too.
Uh-oh. Tozawa knocked him down with a shoulder block.
Oh, God. That didn't happen on that side.
Belly to belly. See ya. Julius Creed.
Oh, God. Good Lord.
Oh! A Brutus bomb. A lot of brutality in that Brutus bomb. Terrible throw. Uh-oh, here she comes.
The least experienced member is out there now.
Oh, God.
This
Vicious
is like
knee.
sexy time Maxine.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this. Oh, look at that. Perfect plex almost. There, kip up. Oh! Hit her with that leg. Look at the sexy. Maxine's
Lord.
getting sexy. Oh, she's ripping it off. Like Hulkamania. She's shimmying it. Oh, Chad, Maxine, just inexperience is what that is.
They do it all the time. Of course.
Maxine's the best thing in the women's division right now besides Jade Cargill.
Oh, yeah. That's funny.
She just ripped her shirt off. Okay. The whole thing. Her butt and boobs. And she's like...
That's funny.
Light's gonna go off.
Walter says, okay, bye guys. See you Wednesday for AEW after bingo. I'm tired. Yeah, did you have a long day today, Walter? Did you have fun? Did you have a barbecue and stuff? The Wyatt Six suck. That's funny. Yeah,
Freak
like
show.
so much, like freak show and stuff. Like, what?
Right here.
Right there.
It's the man right cheer. Uh-oh.
What the fuck? They want an 8-man tag team match?
Is it going to be 3 men and a woman?
Yeah, because there's just 4 of them.
A street fight.
And so there's 3 dudes and a girl on their team, so it'd have to be the...
I get it. I'm just making sure they're not going to grab another dude somewhere. They're doing it for America!
Oh my god.
You know it's good.
Tim says an 8-man tag team street fight match next week on Raw. And then Chris says Fiend never talked, so I don't know why Uncle BS is talking. It doesn't work.
No, he's not good.
I really just don't care one way or the other, personally. Sophie says Asuka did sign a long-term contract. I'm sure she did. She just had something happen. She's having to get surgery on something.
She's in Japan and she's injured.
So... Chris says Uncle is talking like broken Matt Hardy. So this is Bray talked a lot, and sometimes it didn't lead to anything storyline-wise.
Yeah, Bray would talk as Bray, but not as the Fiend.
Yeah. It's just different because Bray was Bray. I don't know. I just, I can't with this. This is so stupid.
He's trying to talk like his brother.
It's
with that
awful.
whining.
Sophie says, remember Bray's awful feud with Braun?
Yes.
I would rather watch that over again than what's on my TV right now.
See? There's 5 in that.
Well,
I'm just saying, is it going to be the girl and the 4?
yes, because he's not going to go. He's not going to.
Oh.
Unless one of the other boys don't do it, but I'm pretty sure they won't have.
Like John Wayne Gacy?
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah, so many challenges.
Dude is reading notes while he's talking like a motherfucker. Look at him. He's like...
Yeah, they have little things there for him to watch. Little
oh, yeah.
things to look at or whatever.
Obviously, it's day 1, so you can't get on him or anything.
No. So since I'm starting to like this new commentary team.
But he's a stud. That Tessitore, he's a boxing commentator. He's done football, baseball, basketball. He's a stud. He just is a play-by-play guy. So, not a color guy. So, it'll work, but at the same time, he's going to want to call the matches. And it's kind of more... That's not how they do it in WWE.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be play-by-play. That's what when they showed, like, the commentator or people, like, to introduce him, under his name was play-by-play.
Mm-hmm. Right, but they don't do that. Like, I mean, in AEW they do. That's what Taz does, and that's what Excalibur does.
Yeah.
They actually call moves and shit.
Yeah. Chris says, it's funny, though, on a parody YouTube channel, they would dress up as Fiend and called themselves the Fat Fiend, and his catchphrase was, let me eat. Oh, Jesus. Sophie says, JBL is under a WWE Legends deal, and the WWE doesn't care if he shows up at random places. Good. As they shouldn't. Sophie says, it's funny they keep showing the commercial with Chad and Otis still together. Yeah, well, it's a cricket commercial.
Those commercials cost money.
They're advertising their shit, and WWE's advertising that they're advertising their shit. It's cool and creamy.
It's only $1 right now.
It's only $1 right now. It's only $1 right now. No. Why would you do that? That's ridiculous.
Oops.
It's never ending in the pastas. It's never ending with pasta. Oh, Lord. So if it says the Raw announce team, they can never find the right voice to replace Michael Cole. Every time they tried, they always failed. Remember the guy that only did 1 episode of Raw and he got released like an hour after Raw ended that night?
I do, yep. That was right after Admin Verk, or was that Admin Verk?
It wasn't Advin. He was there for a minute.
He was there for a minute.
Advin was there for a couple times before he left. I don't think he he wasn't let go. I think he left on his own accord.
Right, probably.
That other guy, they let him go, and it came to find out that he was selling all the secrets. He's a secret seller. Secrets of selling.
Secret selling Sally.
Something like that. Ouch.
They should bring in the dude that is in AEW that does Collision.
Yeah, so he can be a bad guy.
The British guy. Put them both together. Him and Bad News Barrett.
Oh, God. So he says, with Bronson Reed out, I wonder how that changes plans for tonight's show. Probably doesn't change much.
I just wish The Miz was ready, because he would be so good at it, and he could do it like Bobby Heenan if they allowed it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if he's done wrestling, but you take a bad wrestler that's a good talker, and they're worth their weight in gold.
Right.
He might be too much, but like,
The Miz?
too good, yeah.
I wonder if they've ever, like, approached him with it, though. Like, approached him to be a commentator.
Knowing Vince, he would have. Hey, you're 40, you gotta quit. They told Randy Savage. Oh. Then Randy went and had a huge career over in WWE after that. Lots of white.
Michael Trinidad has the best seat in the house. I don't know what that was about. Like,
It must be somebody that's passed away. Because said she's crying.
I don't know what that was about either. I didn't get to read the bottom part of the sign, so I don't know what it said.
Right. Shayna Baszler.
Seems like happy Labor Day to all those that celebrate it. Chris says Zelina being emotional during her entrance right now. Maybe something happened in the back.
It sounds like somebody died, maybe, with that sign.
Michael Trinidad?
Michael Trinidad.
It was her dad.
Oh.
He died in the World Trade Center.
Dang.
Now
I
you know.
think I remember that story. When she was queen or something, when they were doing the queen stuff.
Probably.
Oh, she went back to her hometown. That's what it was. When they went to Puerto Rico, they talked about it.
Yeah, so it was her dad. That's why. And it's September, so it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Smack! Right across the puss.
Ooh! Ah,
Zelina gets back in the ring. That's a veteran move. Now take the boots to her before she can get up.
there you go. Kick her again.
Oh.
Sophie says choosing the commentary teams for all these three brands, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, must be hard almost every year or every couple months. And then Sophie said Fat Man Scoop died this past weekend.
Yeah, old fat man. I don't have a clue.
He was some rapper, I guess. I'd never heard of him either. He was in his 50s.
Oh, so he was like a rapper in the 90s?
I guess. I have no
Fat
idea
Man.
when he rapped.
Was he part of the Fat Boys? I remember
Not
the Fat
either.
Boys.
Need Ravi in here to like kind of give you some info on that. But yeah, he literally died on stage
It's kinda
during a
cool.
show.
I mean,
He's like 53 or some
one
shit.
of those things you do what you do and you die doing it.
Yeah.
I keep telling Brett, because Brett's like, I'm getting to the point where I can't raft anymore, you know? Like, I just worry if I fell in, I'd drown or something. Fucking, what do you want to die in your bed?
Like, just make sure you have all your affairs in order before you go.
Yeah, go die in the river. How cool is that?
Your wife will be fine.
She'll find love. She's still pretty.
Right? That's what you should tell him. Don't worry. She'll be able to replace you easy.
She'll grieve you in the press for like a year.
She'll wear a black armband. It'll be fine. Anyways, Chris says, oh, her dad, that why. Yeah, and it's September, so. So it was like, I remember 9/11. I was in high school when it happened. Sophie says Pete Davidson's father also died during September 11th. He sang a popular song. I don't remember what it was. And Chris says, my boy, Beat King, also died to cardiac arrest. So many people dying because they're fat.
Yeah, it's the #1 cause of death, I think. Heart disease.
I kind of wonder if it's just that or if there's other things going on as well. I'd be curious to know about their vaccination statuses and how many of said vaccinations they got.
Right.
I mean, really. Like, they're not telling you something about those statistics. So we'll see how that plays out. So he says some people who died weren't fat, though. Like, are you talking rappers, Sophie? Yeah, they either die because of their fatness or they just get murdered. So, one or the other, I guess. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Rap's not old enough for a rapper to die from old age, right? Like,
no, I mean, it's not like they're...
Master Flex or whatever his name is. He's still alive?
I have no idea.
George Clinton?
I mean, unless they were like, you know, like, oh, hey, I never got a chance. And then all of a sudden they became popular in the 90s and they were like in their 40s or something. Then they would be. They'd be old.
Like LL Cool J?
He was like only in his 50s when he died, though.
He's still alive, I thought.
Oh.
LL Cool J's dead?
No.
Oh. No way that dude's dead.
No, it's a different one. Kind of along the same lines, kind of.
DMX?
I know he is. There was another one, though, too.
Tupac died of lead poisoning. With Biggie.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm a lead farmer, motherfucker.
Right?
The greatest movie ever made. The greatest war movie ever made. There's a few war movies that I need to watch. I'll probably have to watch them by myself.
Right.
But there are a few. I think one's called Full Metal Jacket. And it's the one with the Two Live Crew. Where do they get the audio for the Two Live Crew? Fuck Shop song.
Okay.
I love you long time.
Oh, boy. Good Lord.
I'm pretty sure that's Full Metal Jacket. I could be wrong. Zelina Vega is still the queen. I wonder what their idea was in planning, like, hey, let's put the crown, the king and queen, on two wrestlers, but let's not give them crowns.
Right.
And then let's give them world championships immediately after, and then not have kings and queens.
I don't know. What's her face? Still tries to play the
Right.
queen thing.
I
So.
know. Oh, she's doing the shimmy. Did she get her boobs done, like, bigger? Or is it just something
No,
different?
it's just
Her
probably
boobs
her
seem
outfit
very
that
big.
she's wearing.
Either that or she's just a little fluffier. Not in a bad way at all.
Right.
Oh! Meteora. Oh. That's it. You're done.
Dang it.
Yeah, I saw that coming a mile away, though. Anytime you get distracted. She's crying again. Uh-oh, she's gonna get beat up.
Oh, no.
It's alright, she'll get help here real soon. Also in white. Maybe it's because it's Labor Day, and so they want to hurry and get it in.
I guess. Maybe.
Like, everybody's wearing white.
No, maybe it's just the color they decided to wear this time. I don't know.
This Valkyrie lady's not very good at anything. Look how tall her boots are. Jesus Christ. They look funny. And who wears shoes with boots? Or shorts, not shoes. Obviously, shoes are boots.
Show the respect. I don't know what it feels like.
Good or bad?
I think the one I was thinking of was Coolio.
Poor Coolio. I liked Coolio. Is MC Hammer still alive? I loved MC Hammer too. Do you know he was like a real gangster? Like a real gangster? Like people talk about gangs and all that stuff?
Yeah, we talked about it before.
He was like a legit
Yeah.
gangster.
Yeah. Why are we shooting people? It's not cool.
Yeah.
Chris says, I close at work on September 11th next week. Most American thing I can do to honor those who have lost their lives, always remember.
Yeah, a lot of people forgot.
Sophie says, if you are a sports fan and you have DirecTV, you can't watch Espen right now since it got taken off the TV last night during a tennis match. Another tennis match.
Isn't that crazy to think about, and especially with Monday Night Football coming?
Mm-hmm. Sophie says, Miley Cyrus is rumored to be the halftime show for the Super Bowl, and I still haven't watched The Iron Claw. I heard that movie is good. That was kind of a boring match.
It was okay. I liked that match. But yeah, I see where you're coming from. Iron Claw is good and informative, but I mean, I wouldn't watch it again, I don't think. Would you?
The Iron Claw? No. Fuck no. No, thank you.
And I like Zac Efron, by the way. I watch a lot of his movies more than once.
Yeah.
Like, there's 2 or 3 movies that I could watch of his over and over. Dirty Grandpa, I could watch it 10 times in a row.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you this. If you had no clue about the history of that family, that movie is not informative in any way of what their family, what it was really about.
Right. And
like, it literally was so non-informative about what they did to change wrestling, especially hugely in their area,
Texas,
and in where they lived, and what influence they had. It wasn't there. I did not get that from that movie. That's what I'm saying. That's how I saw it. From somebody who had, if you had no knowledge of anything that they had done for wrestling or anything, I would definitely not look at that and say, oh yeah, they totally put like that Texas place on the map for wrestling.
Well, even
and they still utilize them to this day for stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it just...
Even with that, even with the motorcycle wreck and stuff, like, they didn't even play it out. Like, it was just like a quick flash.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, first of all, I didn't know that had happened.
Right.
I didn't know he wrestled in WWE with no foot. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I had to look it up. As we were watching the movie, I looked up all of those things because I had no idea. And then when Travis said he had no idea, I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, well, how long did he wrestle with that one in WWE? He wrestled for years.
Yeah, a year or two, yeah.
Like years. And was a champion without a fucking foot. Like, that's the kind of shit that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you wouldn't know what the fuck is going on. Like, in any way, what? Like, that's what I meant. Like, you would have to know something about
the family.
What the family was.
So you could follow it. Even, like, the Ric Flair stuff. If you weren't a wrestling fan watching that, you wouldn't know who that fucking blonde guy was.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be like, oh, that's the Ric Flair shirt.
Yeah, going out there, woo, because they didn't, say who he was. And if they did, it was in such a huge, quick passing that it wasn't that big of a deal, and he was like a tiny little blip in their lives when it was probably the biggest thing that probably happened to him.
Ever. He got to wrestle Ric Flair for the championship.
Right?
Are you fucking kidding me?
So I'm not sure if it's because of who the story was more about.
Yeah, the brother.
And they didn't do a very good job of portraying his life either. Because through half the shit, I was like, so did he marry her? When did they have, all of a sudden they have kids? Like, what the fuck happened? I was so confused. I'm like, this is a really stupid show. I don't understand half of it. So, that's my take on it, by the way. From somebody who, had no idea who this family was. I've heard you guys talk about him. Brought him up, the Von Erichs, blah, blah, blah. But I had to look up so many things while watching the movie just to see about information that it was a worthless amount to even try to watch the movie. So, no, I will never, ever, ever watch it again. He thought he was running a great bed and breakfast, but really... He's not. Chris says, I think because the crown was symbolic this year, why we aren't seeing it. And then Sophie says, do you think they will make the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments bigger next year by having more people in it?
I hope so. I hope they do a real King and a Queen thing. I want crowns. I want scepters. I want robes. I want chairs. You know what I mean? I want it to be a spectacle.
A spectacle.
A spectacle. Spectacle. I want them to have matches where the person that loses has to kneel to them and kiss their feet.
Right.
I mean, I'm talking let's do it. Harley Race. Randy Savage. I don't even think Randy Savage did that. Harley Race.
Chris says Sonya promo time, and Sophie says Raw and Netflix will be interesting how they time stuff like they do now.
Is it going to be Rack Raw? Calgary. Natalia. Yeah.
I like the way you're thinking. Why are they having to go to Canada so much?
Money.
Chris says, oh, Sonya saying there's not a man that can take us home. Well, yeah, you guys are studs. Well, that and Sonya probably wouldn't let a man take her home. So, there's that. So he says MC Hammer is still alive. I don't know what he is doing. Hopefully making some money off royalties because I think he's broke. I think he's one of those ones that forgot that he had to pay taxes or some shit.
To quit.
Chris
You're gonna
says...
be in jail like MC Hammer. MC Hammer went to jail? Well, he should have.
Chris says Rhea going to call up Joe Hendry to be Priest's tag team partner. Chris says, yeah, I'm pissed they took away Channel 13 as well. I will have to call up my DirecTV and ask if I can get a refund for a channel I'm not paying for, right? Yeah, pull that. Pull a Chad. I'm just kidding.
Absolutely do it.
Chris has a little dirty grandpa laughing. And then Chris says, yeah, Von Erich movie wasn't informative. You can get more out of Jim Cornette talking about them for hours. So it says some places do close on September 11th. I also haven't seen the Barbie movie. And Chris says, I did know that because of the shoot interviews, that's why you kind of have to watch those. But I know you guys don't pry into people's business. I really just don't. Like, I don't...
No, I don't care what they did in their personal life unless they like kill their family, right? Like Benoit's different.
Yeah. Like it would have to be something so horrific for me to be like your personal life makes your persona in wrestling blah. Like, and there's a couple I look at that way, but like most of the time I don't give a fuck what they do outside of wrestling. I mean, the only reason why I hate the Quitter so bad is because she treats her fans like garbage shit. Even when she's a good guy, she treats her fans like shit. So fuck her. That's the real person coming out.
And Britt Baker were sandbagging each other. And what sandbagging means is like when you go for a suplex or something, you don't help them.
Oh, yeah.
Like you don't jump.
You don't do any of the weight stuff.
And so they call it sandbagging because you're heavy.
Yeah.
And neither of those girls were strong enough to manhandle the other girl. And they were both doing it during the match to each other. You could just tell their egos were in the way. And so the match was shitty.
Of course it was.
And it could have been a lot better. And
yeah, I think they both deserve it. I think they both deserve to have it look shitty. Mm-hmm. It looks bad on both of you. The Quitter we always know is a piece of shit. And now we know Britt Baker can't pull her own shit because she forgot how to work out at the gym and decided that she needed to be all, well, I think I'm going to go out there and just do gym muscles. They don't really do any good for me, but I'm going to pretend.
Let's be really lean and lose my butt. And then cover it with straps.
And not be strong. It's like, come on. Like, no. Yeah, you got personal issues, all right.
I forget this guy's out here.
Chris says, Travis, you know best. Von Erich is Lacey Von Erich of TNA. She was with the beautiful people.
Yeah, she's something very, very special. She is special.
Sophie says, Zac Efron was the star of all 3 High School Musical movies. I'm surprised because they have worked on the Iron Claw movie for years. And Sophie, you might like it. Like, you might just fall in love and think it's the best thing since sliced bread. I'm just saying, for me personally, my own critique of the movie, I would never watch it again. In fact, I wouldn't have watched it in the first place if Travis hadn't have been like, we gotta watch that. Because it's a wrestling movie. And I was like, fine. It's just not something I'd be interested in. So he says, I'm surprised because they are making a Bruce Springsteen movie. Huh. Chris says, I can take Sonya home. My Riz is impeccable with the studs.
Is it called
Oh, jeez, Chris.
Born in the USA? Because if it's not, they missed it.
Kind of like how they named Elton John's. The one that they did for his movie.
I don't know Elton John stuff, really. What was his Rocket Man?
Yes. That's why I was like, is that why? Mm-hmm. It's because it was literally Rocket Man.
Didn't they do Queens? Wasn't that Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Born in the USA. What is going on?
It's gotta be, right?
It's just Born in the USA.
So it says the only thing I heard about the Iron Claw is that they cut some stuff out of the movie. Well,
or
I'm
Glory
sure they
Days.
did. Glory Days.
That one's not going to work, but
No.
it would be funny.
Chris says sandbagging and no selling, their egos are bigger than all ego Ethan Page. So if he says it stinks they took Disney Channel off the air, I wonder what that means for Hulu with ABC and Disney being taken off there. They're not off the air, Sophie.
No,
Everybody else can watch them.
No.
DirecTV is just not paying
For Disney
their
Channel.
contract for those channels to be in their repertoire right now.
Disney Channel, not Disney app. The Disney app isn't part of DirecTV.
Disney is still there. Like, so if you had
Dish.
if you had cable or Dish Network, you would still be able to watch Disney. If you had YouTube TV and you had the Disney ABC channels ESPN on there, you can still watch them. They're just not available under customers who have DirecTV as their satellite provider. Chris says CM Punk versus Gunther. My boy Walter will destroy Phil Jack Brooks.
He won the title back. Did you know that? A lot of people don't know this, but CM Punk never lost the title in AEW. So he's the lineal champion of AEW.
Mm-hmm.
But he lost to Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam. So he lost the AEW title to Drew McIntyre. And then he won it back on Saturday.
Oh.
So he is now the lineal champion of AEW again.
So it says they planted the seed for CM Punk versus Gunther with that promo.
Oh, absolutely.
Chris says Drew's still not done with
Oh, God!
Punk. It's going to be Hell in a Cell at Bad
Somebody
Blood.
in a mask.
It's not a mask. It's a hood.
Oh, it's a hoodie. Never mind. It was dark. It's not a hood.
Chris says, so Drew Mac is AEW champ? No, not anymore.
Not anymore. He lost on Saturday.
It's all about that bracelet.
But Drew McIntyre was the champion of AEW.
I know.
Lineal.
So does this feel like Rhea versus Liv and CM Punk versus Drew will both take place inside Hell in a Cell?
God damn, that's 2 months away.
Why is Wade getting all involved?
Why do we have to wait for over 2
Why
months?
is Wade involved in this? Why is he out of his commentator seat talking?
He's going to get knocked out.
Why is he there? Why is he even involved?
He's a big Englishman.
It doesn't matter. I don't fucking care.
You see
You're a
how big he was?
commentator. Stay the fuck away.
Isn't that crazy how big he is?
He knocked him out of his fucking shoe.
He did.
I wish he'd hit him with it.
He got...
Can you hit him?
He hit you so
take
hard
his
your
fucking
shoe
shoe
fell
and
off.
hit him with
I
it.
don't even understand how that could happen.
Just take
On
his
some
shoe.
time machine.
Just take his shoe with you.
They beat you so bad your shoe came off.
He forgot to tie it. That's
It's
why
like,
you tie your shoes.
John Lennon's dead. Oh wait, did that
already happened. It's in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yes, it already had happened.
It happened in 78, I think.
Yeah. So,
Come on, Drew! Whoop this trick.
that's why you tie your shoes really well.
So you don't get your ass
So you don't
whooped.
get your ass beat out of him, and you can run away from bears.
Yes. And you don't have women around because bears are attracted to their periods. Now you're putting the whole company in
Good God.
danger.
Because CM Punk's on his period? Is that why he's losing right now? Because he's on his period?
Those are the shoes I was going to buy McKenna.
Those nasty Nikes?
Those aren't. I like
Oh,
them.
they're fucking Nikes.
They're Jordans.
I don't care. They still have a swoosh on them.
Cool. They're purple. That's why.
Still got the Nike swoosh on
Yeah.
them.
Jason Jordan, don't push him.
Yeah, he's got a broken neck. You got to be careful with him.
Hey, who's the little Batista?
Oh my God, it's Mini-Me.
It's little Batista. He looks just like him.
It's Mini-Me Batista.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Oh.
I try my hardest not to cough because my headache I've had for 3 days.
Oh, you still have one?
3
nice.
days. But that is a miniature Batista. They're gonna keep
Snap
this
it.
shit going.
Snap it, snap it, snap it, snap it. Just pull it apart.
Put it in your butt.
No, just yank it. Just break it.
He's gonna.
Break it. Break it.
He's gonna.
Pull it apart. Yes.
Is he strong enough?
Yes. That's what we like. That's what I want to see.
Oh my god.
Now chuck him into the audience for people to keep as souvenirs forever.
Let somebody have the L. Because of the Swifties.
Shove him in his mouth so he chokes on him.
Now tape it closed.
Where's the duct tape?
Claymore Country!
Oh no, all the beads fell out. What's the mini Batista gonna do?
You're gonna get him shooting his big guns. Oh, he's choking!
Oh no, he's choking on the beads! Oh wait, no, Drew was choking him. Never mind. Somebody's mad. I wonder who it is. Ah.
Wrestling's just getting good. This new season is fantastic. it's already started. The post-Michael Cole era has begun, and it is fantastic.
Chris says Joe Hendry signed in the crowd. Sophie says, I wonder how people felt watching it in the movie theaters. Oh, a lot of people cried. So I heard. Chris says, there's my boy, Jason Jordan. Chris is like, Drew Bracelet. And Sophie says, one of the people that was in the Iron Claw will star in the Bruce Springsteen movie, which I don't remember the name of it. It was probably Zac Efron. He sounds like he'd probably be in it. And he can sing, so it makes sense.
That would be funny if he was Bruce Springsteen. He could play it. He could pull it off. He could.
Yep, he could.
Glory days! With his little rolling up his sleeves.
Oh, yeah.
Like Bruce Springsteen.
Yep.
With his hat in his back pocket, his tight pants.
Mm-hmm. Chris says he finally broke it. And Sophie says with next week's 8-person tag street fight, it will be our first time seeing Nikki Cross in her new character.
Yeah! Nikki!
No, we've seen her in her new character before.
Not wrestling. She's saying wrestling.
Oh, wrestling. Oh, that's different. Sophie's like, Wade and Drew are best friends. That's why. They're besties forevers?
An Englishman and a Scottishman?
That's gross.
That's weird. That they'd even like each other.
Yeah. The English have suppressed
I just
the Scottish
watched
people their whole
Braveheart
entire
yesterday,
lives.
pretty much for the first time through. And so now I know the whole history of England. And I don't like it. Just kidding.
The whole history of England. It was a blip on the map of their history.
It was a joke.
Maybe some history stuff of Scotland. How they've always been under the thumb of English rule.
In 1314, we won our independence. So do they have an Independence Day on whatever day that was?
You know, I don't even know if they kept their freedom because so
they gave it up.
So William Wallace died in like 1305 or 1306 or whatever it was, or 1307 or whatever the fuck that date was, right?
Cool. Yeah.
So Robert Bruce, he became the King of Scotland, and he was the King of Scotland for a while. Well, it was 20-something years after William Wallace died that Robert Bruce, finally gained the freedom for Scotland. Scotland's freedom from English rule.
They made it sound like it was 7 years in the movie.
I know. But it was 20-something years. And so then, I don't know after that if they kept their freedoms, because from what I understand, they were never separate from England. Like Ireland finally got their own everything.
North. The North is still under.
Yes, but the other part, most of Ireland isn't.
Right.
So they're not considered part of the United Kingdom.
Of 1913, right? The English or the Irish one?
It might have been.
1913. I can't remember. That was my address when I was a kid, so I don't know if that's the right number.
I don't know a lot of
It's
their
the one
history,
that
if anything.
Finn Balor uses. It's a move that he uses. 1913.
It was what movie?
1916. It's not a movie. It's a war.
Oh, I don't know.
1916?
Maybe. I don't know. Sorry. You'll have to look it up if you want the real answer.
Just thought maybe you'd know.
Sophie says my dad met Diana Ross by fixing something in her apartment.
That's so cool.
Robinson.
Was there drugs everywhere?
Were there drugs? Diana Ross.
It's Diana Ross.
Ravi's in the chat. Hey, Ravi, good to see you tonight. How'd your DJing go?
If it was Rick James, there would have been shit everywhere. He might have got kidnapped.
Ravi's like, yo, what up, freaks? And then Sophie says, I was wondering how different the WWE would look if CM Punk didn't walk out 10 years ago. WWE Week on the USA Network. Wonder how much crossover we will see across all three brands next week. And Ravi says, if I was Scotland, I would want to be free from England too. Right?
Drew's going to Claymore this dude in his gurney before he gets in his ambulance.
Oh, no, not the ambulance. Ravi's like, D, what you doing confusing? I ain't confusing shit with him. That's his own story that he's doing. Whatever war he's trying to think
it
of.
was 1916. In your head. That's what that song's about, the zombie song.
Right.
I'm pretty sure she says 1916.
Oh no, not the bracelet. I'm choking on it some more.
Force fed him.
Oh no, I force fed him. Maybe CM Punk should learn to keep his mouth closed. Then he wouldn't be choking on beads. Oh God!
He's bleeding. Why didn't he Claymore him in the gurney? Oh, he's trying to poke his eyes out.
He's eye gouging him.
Okay, Claymore. Claymore.
Help him, he's bleeding out of his mouth.
Talk to me. I can't talk. I have beads in my throat.
So it's like, no, not Zac Efron, though. It's the guy that stars in The Bear. The one that looks all weird that women went all wackadoodle over for the... What the fuck was that? Calvin Klein underwear commercial he did or something. He, did it, right after he did that Iron Claw show where he was all still, really...
Oh, God, it's not the weird-looking kid, is it?
He looks like, what's his face? He literally looks like he should be his kid.
Gene Wilder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they're going to try to make him Bruce Springsteen. Poor Bruce. And he's not a hideous guy. So that's kind of weird.
So the war was in 1916, but the British quickly ended that war. Within 5 days.
Oh, they ended it.
Yeah, they squashed it. Their military is way stronger than ours.
And then the Ireland Rebellion happened.
No, it was the Ireland Rebellion.
Oh, and they squashed them and put them back under their rule.
5 days.
They're like...
And then in 1922, they got their independence.
Yeah, probably because they were like, fuck you guys.
They should have just called us.
They'll have the NRA after you.
They're trying to take our guns, America. What? And you need our help? We'll just send Texas. Alabama. Florida.
1922, that was during the World War.
No.
No?
No. It was over by then.
In 22?
Mm-hmm. It was over in 18.
Oh, yeah. So their first rebellion was during the World War.
Probably right at the beginning of it.
16?
Mm-hmm. 16, 17, 18, 19, right there in that time period. Right before the Spanish flu.
The Spanish flu. So Ravi says it was decent, had to MC as well as DJ, so it was better than I expected, LOL. That's cool. Sounds like you had a good time.
Doesn't MC just mean you're talking and DJ means you're spinning records?
Wow, wow, wow. And then you
That's it. That's all you do.
And then you just make a playlist of songs.
Oh, God, this fucking guy.
I think DJ is when you do your own music.
Yeah, it's just you're playing.
And then MCing is you play other music. You just do the playlist and just play music for them.
MC's when you talk. You're there, like, hey, everybody, you having a good time?
Yeah, and then they play music. Dude, what's funny about that is I had my radio on one of those hip hop or whatever newer stations for a little while until they talk too much, and then I don't listen to it because they talk way too much. It's supposed to be music, but they talk too much. Anyways, that sound is in a lot of those new songs.
Oh, John knocked him down immediately.
So it's kind of funny.
So for everybody at home that has to watch this match, we can talk about anything you want. Dragunov is the biggest guy in the ring. Are you fucking kidding me?
Bigger than, you mean
Taller and muscular.
Oh, no. Dominik was a little bit taller. Not a lot, but a little. Yeah, see, there's the people for Raw. Testori's the play-by-play. Wade's the analyst.
For tonight or for
Jackie
good?
Redmond and the other lady is the reporters. And then Alicia Taylor's the announcer.
I like Redmond. She has pretty eyes. Sometimes. Her eyeballs are pretty. Sometimes she does some weird shit around them. So they're too dark.
Oh.
And she's got blue eyes, and they're those, like, the sky light blue.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Like my mom's.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh. 1, 2. Almost.
Mr. Tessitore, you're supposed to be giving us a play-by-play here.
Cheer. Look around. And I'm not talking about all the Joe Tessitore slang.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, I mean, are you fucking kidding me? They basically gave him a bye to put him in that match.
Okay.
He has to fight the worst wrestler that's ever lived. Literally. And Dragon Lee, who's garbage. I don't know if there's ever been a worse in-ring performer than Dominik.
I don't know, but I felt dumber
Cheated.
for having to watch this.
I felt cheated as a wrestling fan. Like, I get liking Dominik because he's a uber heel. I get all that, so I'm not going to say anything. But in-ring wise, terrible. Not that I give a shit about in-ring stuff. That's why I don't say cut Dominik until that heat goes away. The second the heat comes out and they don't boo him, I'm signing his release for him.
Words is in the chat. Hey, Words, how's it going? It says question. Sweet answer.
Shoot it.
Are we playing word play?
Shoot your shot. We should do a call-in show.
How much money is in the Money in the Bank suitcase? There is no money. It's called a contract.
Millions. Because if you get that gold, solid gold belt, world champion, get to carry a company on your back. Endless. I seen those boxes of candy bars over at Costco on the app for sale.
Are they for sale now? I have to buy them this month because I don't know if they'll have them. Well, they'll have them for October too, I bet. Well, because it'll only go through part of September.
Wonder Boy. So, is it your grandpa that was in this strip club?
Yes.
Oh, wait, never mind. That's Kraft. Wrong.
Same.
Heinz and Kraft.
Same thing.
I'm a Heinz.
Word says, I would love to see you guys do a WWE 2K stream. We've done one. I've played the game. Not the new one, not this year's new game. But last year's.
I just bought 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22.
For the Xbox One?
Mm-hmm. Got 33 games in total. Oh, wait, no, that was Madden. The wrestling ones there weren't as many. I can't remember what. It was 15, 16, 17, 18 or something.
Right.
The Becky Lynch one was the last one with the Roman.
I don't remember. Word says 2007 is the best. Okay.
I want to play the one that I used to play in college. It was so fucking fun, but I can't remember what it was. And it was in the early 2000s, and it was so good. You could like plan attacks in the back.
Oh.
And you played like Monday Night Raw or Monday Raw and then SmackDown.
Right.
And then that's all it was. And then it would be like the next week you do it again, and then the next week you do it again. And then there'd be a pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
And you were working your way to WrestleMania. It's kind of the end of the season or whatever.
Huh.
But you do get to go on.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that one was, but it was so much fun. You could set traps, and you could turn heel, and you could, like, attack people in the back and beat the shit out of them.
Huh.
Like,
That's
height.
interesting and different.
You could set, like I said, traps. So you'd set something heavy up high, and then they'd open a door to fall on them. And anyways, you're trying to, like, attack the champion. So the champion will challenge you.
Oh, I
so you
see.
can win the belt. Because you don't pick the matches.
Right.
So, anyway, it was a lot.
Word says that was probably career mode for 07, where you can do backstage fights.
It definitely wasn't 07. 100% wasn't 07. Like a cajillion % wasn't 07.
Yeah, it'd have to be way earlier than that.
It was.
Because what? McKenna was born 06?
Yeah. It would have been in...
It had to have been like, what, 2 or 3? Yeah, I was going to say, somewhere in there for you.
Yeah, and I don't know if it was a new game because it was my neighbors. And we'd go over to their dorm.
Oh, God.
It wasn't a dorm, but their building.
This is classic Judgment Day. Why do they even need to do this? Oh,
God,
it's
this fucking
Damien.
guy, yeah.
He's coming down to make
Sticking
it
his nose
fair,
in other people's business.
even for Dragon Lee, I guess. Who cares?
Well, Dominik's out there.
Oh, we got to make sure he loses. Well, we already knew he was going to lose. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about him losing.
He didn't sell at all. Famous no sell right there. And it was on the PlayStation. Pretty sure the 1, but it could have been the 2.
I just tricked your cat into eating cookie crumbs.
He's like, "Ew."
And I ate it. He just ate another one.
That's funny. Oh, shit. This is embarrassment to wrestling. Oh, God!
It's like midget wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
I don't know what just...
I didn't even know that they
Botch and a
put this
half.
on. Like mainstream wrestling stuff again.
This is like degrading to midgets.
Mm. Chase down.
Yeah, but that was my favorite game. I probably should look it up. I was just trying to. But I don't know where you look at years.
Was it WWE?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That could have been WWF at that time.
Oh.
Here. What?
Good Lord.
Oh, wow.
No way, Hermie won?
Hermie wins!
How did that even happen?
That's got to be a surprise to everybody in that building. You gonna mix that together and let him eat it?
No, he's been interested in my milk for a while.
He loves milk.
Don't like that milk.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody that would remember what game that was. 'Cause I don't even remember those people. The girls. Well, anyway. I swear it was a PlayStation 1, and if it was, then it's got to be SmackDown or SmackDown 2.
There you go. See? That wasn't bad. It's like, now I'm going to leave. Go puke somewhere.
Look at that fucking terrible list of people they have so far.
For the Intercontinental Championship match?
This ended outside on a car. That was pretty cool.
Sure, Travis!
When I was a kid, I would have loved it, so it's cool. I know what I would have liked. Okay. Y'all
He's like, Mom forced milk in my mouth. Now I have to clean myself.
You feel dirty, buddy.
Yes. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. They're like, we have nothing else to show.
Do you think Bronson just had a concussion and not COVID? Because he landed on his head right there.
He did.
I need you to not want my water. Appreciate it. Bless you.
Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Did you find it?
I found every game they ever made.
Right.
So
did it say which one was the one you want? Or
well, it wouldn't know because.
Why not?
How would it know?
I don't know. Why wouldn't it know?
I just thought it was on the PlayStation 1. I'm trying to remember the machine, and I swear to God it was a top-load PlayStation 1.
Oh, he was the third one in that question mark one for the Intercontinental.
Punk?
No, Bronson Reed. Oh.
Don't tell me.
Good God.
Don't do it. Don't.
Nobody cares.
We can see your tape through the top, dude. You don't have to pull your shirt up. So, it's terrible booking. If he wins, it's going to be him against 3 fucking midgets.
Shamey's in there. And this one.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
Sheamus.
thought you meant in the main. I'm like,
No. It's Shame.
is it an NXT midget?
I don't remember who the other ones, but it's Sheamus, and then it was question mark, and then somebody else. I can't remember who the third person was.
Jade Cargill? She can win it. That's okay.
Right?
Here she comes, and she's still wearing white. Or is she in a wrestling outfit? She's in wrestling.
She's very shiny.
Yeah. 2 tickets to the gun show. Just trying to bag a classy dude.
She's... She's like a party ball.
It's just a disco ball. Just like... Got her wings wings or whatever, or shoulder pads. So they were wearing clothes. They got dressed up like this, but they're definitely not wrestling. Look at their shoes.
Yeah.
Both of them.
They're just going to be
Ringside.
ringside.
Let me show you this. This is that new app. Oh, I didn't know you were texting. My bad.
I'm not texting.
Are you Google searching?
Yeah. Yeah.
The wild robot. It's like a heartwarming one.
Mm. Oh, that robot one.
No, that's the wrong date.
Anyways. What? Ravi finally made a comment, but it's been a minute. I was waiting for you to get done, so you were going to show me whatever it was.
Geez.
Weird shit.
Okay, so this is the normal one we use out there, too.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it.
Yeah.
Look at it. So this is the new one.
Why is there two?
Well, this is the old app. I told you it's the new app.
Oh.
So it's the old one. Then there's the Ultra, and then there's the new one. So if we click on it. Oh, I guess I was watching a movie. I just went to Popular and tried it because I downloaded.
Oh, the one
Sarah.
thing. Uh-huh.
But, so it looks exactly the same, acts exactly the same. It's just got a different date there.
Hmm.
And the other one doesn't have an update. But favorites, obviously nothing.
Right.
So it's basically the same thing.
It's weird.
And then this is the one that's already there. See? I don't think I have favorites on this one anyways, but I just saved some channels. All right, here comes Damage Control. Kairi Sane, looking as cute as fuck as always.
Aw. Anyways, Ravi says, D, what emceeing is to rap and host, give out shout-outs, have crowd interactions, like getting their crowd hyped and hyping up, and the DJ alongside the music. The DJ plays, also drawing from the rewind. So basically the same shit. On a tune that has a good crowd response. Cool. So basically it sounds like an MC and a DJ are exactly the same thing. Sophie says, did you see that Jade said at the press conference on Saturday? Nope, didn't see it. Jade said, don't ask me any more questions about AEW.
Right. She said she's glad that she's from there. But she's here now.
Exactly. Like, who gives a shit? Like, come on. Like, I agree with her. Stop asking. Like, what is she... I mean, in all reality, like, what difference does it make? To her, it's a step up. And will always be. But she's not going to say... She's not going to...
Degrade them.
Degrade what her history is. Because that's what made her her. Enough of a popular entity that, you know, it made a difference. So what difference does it make now? They're going to have to fight the Damage Control people to see if they can get a contenders match for the titles.
Yeah. So
that's what this is about.
It's Saturday. Oh, maybe she does do that. Maybe they do it as a group. It just looks like she's going to hit the other one.
Right. I wonder if they changed it, because I didn't think that she went back there, but yeah. Chris says, I don't understand why participation trophies lost titles that quickly only to get it back to Jade and Belair.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird scenario. And then all of a sudden these two are in it.
Well, the Damage Control already had gotten contender matches to do it anyways. Like, they've already been fighting the other girl, groups to get to that spot. So,
the Collective or whatever.
Yeah, whatever those people, Sonya's group or whatever, and then somebody else.
Oh gosh.
So he says, I'm guessing every press conference someone asks Jade AEW questions. What she should do is just pick somebody else to ask a question and just not even bother answering it. Not even give an answer at that point. So he says, one of Triple H and Stephanie's kids are in college now. I didn't realize that she was old enough to go to college.
Well, if she's 18 or
18 years old, you go to college. Why are they out there so far? That's terrifying.
It is weird that they're that
Why
far
would you
out.
be so out there? That's just terrible. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be that far out.
Maybe they're trying to keep them away from the announce team so they don't hear them talk. Although it looks like Bianca might have a headset on.
Yeah, I have no idea. It's just weird to me. You'd think they'd want him back
there.
there.
SmackDown. Moving to USA. Its new home for the next 5 years.
Chris says also Jade needs to suck it up about AEW questions. If Cody gets asked questions too, he even asked about Vince documentary and he gave an answer, but yes, D, they should just ask someone else a question. Well, it's not, the thing of it is, Chris, is she's probably answered the same question over and over and over again, and they probably have nothing new. So, I don't know if it's about sucking it up. There's no reason for her to keep answering questions about, what is she going to do? Like, I mean, it just seems like a waste of time and effort and a question. Like, she's not there anymore. What does she care what's happening? Like, that's her past, and granted, you know, she's not going to say, oh, yeah, I wish I never... She's never going to say anything like that. She's going to be like, they gave me the opportunities I had and brought me to the point where I was, and I just needed better growth, and so I came to WWE. And? Like, what is she supposed to do? Like, in all reality, like, the questions, I don't know what question they're asking her. So, give me an example of the question that they ask. and keep asking. Because it sounds more like along the lines they just keep asking the same fucking stupid question over and over again. And there isn't, and there's no reason for her to keep answering that question.
Right. I have no idea.
I don't either. That's why I want to know. You know?
I don't watch a lot of that after stuff.
Me neither.
Me neither.
And the thing about it is, you know, like getting asked about Vince documentary, well, of course, you know, like what's Cody going to do? Not answer that? He's a goddamn fucking champion, for fuck's sake. Now, if Jade was the women's champion and she was deflecting questions, you know, it's a little different. But if they're continuously asking her on every press conference, even when she wasn't a champion of any kind, why would it matter? Like,
they want tabloids. They want gossip.
So he says it'll be interesting whenever Seth and Becky come back. Yeah, I found that odd with someone asking Cody about Vince. I wonder if they ask CM Punk about AEW during these press conferences. I know they sometimes ask Cody. Triple H even pokes fun at AEW during these press conferences. So, I'm going to put it this way. I can see why they would ask Cody. Cody was more involved in the making of AEW. He was like one of the founding people of fucking making AEW when it was. And asking him questions about it is a little bit different. But he's already opened that door and saying why he's there and why he's at WWE. And there's no reason to badmouth AEW for anything. And if Triple H wants to do that, that's his prerogative if he wants to poke fun. It's funny because he does the same shit, so I'm not sure how he's poking fun at something that he's doing exactly the same shit. So he's poking fun at himself, which is kind of hilarious, I guess. And asking Cody about Vince, why wouldn't he? His fucking dad worked under Vince. He worked under Vince. He worked in WWE for a long period of time. Didn't like what they were doing, so he started his own company, went his own way, did his own thing, went here, went there, did blah, blah, blah. And he came back. Under Vince. Under Vince. He came back. So now what? Like,
he answered it politically correct.
Of course he did.
He said, well, I just started watching Game of Thrones again. We'll see.
I mean, that's kind of what... I mean, what else are you going to do?
Right.
You have to redirect them because if you don't, it'll just be a back and forth of stupid. They want a reaction, and that's what they're trying to get. And the fact that she didn't give him the right reaction is the reason why you guys are talking about it. What reaction did you want? For her to get mad?
Yeah, Tony Khan's a piece of shit. For
her to get upset? To badmouth that she didn't get treated right? To all of a sudden say how fucking fantastic and awesome it is at WWE and all the women are just so specially nice to her when that's not true? That's a lie. Oh, fuck. I don't know if she saved her enough.
It looked like her face hit the...
I know. I know.
That's Punk's blood all over it, not hers. But...
Right, but still. Good God. Fuck. I don't know if Bianca saved her enough.
Right.
I don't know if she...
Jade hit her.
Well, she must be all right then. That's crazy. I don't know. Chris said, yeah, but with Jade being asked about AEW over again and now her saying not to ask about AEW, it will come off like the quitter's mentality, don't you think? No.
No.
Not at all. That's why I said, is it the same question? Is it the same shit over and over again? I mean, there's a difference between don't ask and I'm not going to be answering any more questions about AEW, right?
Io Sky gets
is she
pinned.
bleeding? Is Kairi Sane bleeding?
Probably. She hit her face.
I know. I think there was blood on her face. They're not trying to show her too much, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's got some... Yeah, oh, yeah, she's got blood on her face. Fuck. Hopefully she's okay.
Is it coming from her forehead?
I think so. I think she got split, like, right here.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, it's like right here or something in her face. Fuck.
Bianca probably wants to apologize like crazy.
Oh, my God. Like, she tried so hard. She tried so hard to stop her momentum. She, like, literally crotch grabbed her so she could stop her momentum, but she wasn't quick enough to slow it down fast enough. Fuck. Yeah, I bet Bianca feels terrible. Because she saw her and was like, well, shit. Mm-hmm. And she immediately just was like, ready to catch her, but didn't quite stop her momentum enough for it. It's Gulia. Julia Gulia. Sophie says in one of the press conferences, Triple H kind of makes fun of the AEW pay-per-view length. Sophie says, imagine if Cody Rhodes didn't leave the WWE, wonder how things would be different. He would probably just be a joke just like he was then. He probably would never be the character he is.
Yeah, he had to go out redefine himself.
He had to find out what it was like to run a company and have to deal with assholes under you on a constant basis that think they know better than what you're doing. There you go. He found out. I bet you when he came back, he had a little bit more respect for what Vince had to go through with some stuff. Not saying that Vince is innocent in 100% of anything. I'm just saying that he probably realized the kind of stupidity and shit that you have to deal with being a person over these morons out here that think they know better, or I want my storyline to be this. Okay, well, let's try it. And it doesn't work out. And it's like, all right, well, I guess your job's on the line now. Now what? Kind of thing. So. Chris said, yep, all these reporters just want reactions and them to badmouth the other companies. Probably. Brother, I can't read that writing. Contreras? Says, hey, yo, this is, oh, there we go. Sport entertainment guy. What's happening, Wrestling Gap? Not much sport entertainment. Thanks for hanging out with us and coming in and joining us for a second. So it says, I think Jade was asked like her thoughts about what is going on with AEW or something to that effect. And she has no thoughts. Why does she care? She doesn't care. She's not in AEW. She's in WWE. Why the fuck would she give a rat's patootie what's happening in AEW? Not even a little bit. I'd be surprised if she's friends with very many of those ladies over in AEW anymore. Crystal's like, Kyrie's so hot, bleeding. Oh, God. Robbie's like, Dee, do you really believe that shit? Come on. Sophie says, Kevin Owens said him and CM Punk aren't friends. That would be interesting whenever we get Kevin Owens versus CM Punk. We know we will eventually get that match at some point. AEW fans are saying after Cody Rhodes left, that is when the creative went downhill from what it was before he left. I have no idea, Sophie. I just don't even care. I'm pretty sure that Khan was running the puppet master for the whole thing, and he still is. I think that he lets some of them bully him, and then he cries about it behind the scenes. But what do I know? I don't work there. What are you doing?
I'm just trying to find USA Network.
Oh.
Which is the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's not there. Like, it doesn't exist. I mean, it's only been there forever.
Put USA and then space.
Yeah,
and then put USA again. Really?
Right?
Chris is like, Gunther time, motherfuckers.
Right? That's not the right remote. Still locked in there. Yeah, I got the wrong one out here.
Huh. Did you try putting in E?
Oh, what would the E be?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, what is it for?
I don't know. Network. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I tried that.
Oh.
Hey, and that's in all. Didn't make any sense to me.
Ravi tried to say something about if since I'm talking about it and I'm ranting about it, I believe it. I don't know what it is, but okay, bud.
So USA.
Maybe it's the weird emblem. It's just.
Oh, that's so weird. Gunther.
I guess you could always go back to like the HD ones or something, and then try to go from the bottom. Like, so you know how you have the top go up? Does it go all the way to the bottom, or does it just go up to the up stuff?
I think it just goes up.
Oh.
If you're talking about the list.
Mm-hmm. Do go to the 1, 2, 3 button. I guess it doesn't have. What happens if you press the Alt button? What does that do? Yeah, now put that symbol by the plus sign. Yeah. Okay, now put your space. Now go back to your letters. And now put USA again. Did it do it? Oh, sorry. Go back to your 1, 2, 3.
Is that Chinese?
Yeah.
Alt?
Yeah. No. There. There.
What the?
Just put S. Huh. Yeah, I don't know then.
Yeah, I've never had it do that before. Like, I don't even know how you find TV. It's not there, 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 it's not there.
It'd be...
I feel like there's something wrong.
There is something wrong.
Anyways. Now Gunther's talking for us tonight.
Yeah, he's out there talking. Anyways, Ravi says what you were just speaking about Jade talking about being asked about AEW from press people. Chris says, wonder if Gunther will address CM Punk's challenge. And then Robbie says, this guy does spout so much shit, and they waited for the third hour for this killjoy. Well, CM Punk talked earlier, so there you go. Brandon says, Brandon's in the chat. He says, hey, I'm 37 years old, Brandon Siemens. Well, hopefully you had a great birthday, Brandon. Says, hi there, Wrestling Gab. Hi, Brandon. And Chris says, that's Cap WWE. They said Bash in Berlin, highest gate. WrestleMania 3, anyone, 91,000 in Hoosier Dome. The fuck is Sami Zayn doing? Fuck off. Oh, no, not him. Rob is like, Sami just spoiled the party. Boo-hoo. Oh, goody gumdrops.
No, there's no way, right? That it's Sami?
Yeah.
It's the worst player in the game. Maybe I did it. Yeah. That's right there.
Oh, it was locked. That's funny. That's why it wouldn't find him. Now you know why it wouldn't find it. Oh, man. Chris was like, Travis, did you watch Mania 3 as a kid?
Sure did. Greatest WrestleMania ever. Right? Like, I don't know if it's even comparable. Is there even a close second? I liked WrestleMania 4 also. I liked that, the tournament. Also liked WrestleMania 2 because King of Kong Monday, but that was the greatest story ever. When I was so young that it was real to me. Did I give you my itchies?
No. Yeah, I pulled out one of your hairs. Did you cry about it?
I love it. I want this match to happen so bad, and I want it to be career versus title. Loser leaves. They're done. Never to wrestle in WWE ever again.
We want Gunther to never be wrestler ever again.
Gunther will win and be champion and move forward in life.
Sure.
Sami will go back to Canada and work at a Walmart with Caitlin Clark. Not Caitlin Clark, the other one.
Like, why are you getting rid of
Reese.
Caitlin Clark?
The Hulk Hogan's. Hulk Hogan.
Say his name, bitch. Say it!
I went the wrong direction.
Oops.
Ew.
Ugh. Is it because he's Canadian? You lost all credibility, my friend.
Oh, Hogan never won
Oh.
it. Never mind. I didn't know that. I thought he was.
That's where he
talking
was
about
going with his garbage.
Yeah, I thought he was just talking about good wrestlers.
Ah.
Until he said Shawn Michaels, and then I was like, oh.
Ew. Chris says, okay, Sami, but you're not those legends. And also, Stone Cold wasn't a World Heavyweight Championship. He was a WWE champ. Dumb fuck. Robbie's like, oh, Bun Gunther, get out here, D. Ah, cool, man.
A lot of people want things.
It's eluded me my entire career. I think it should continue to elude you. Robbie's like, D, I'm sure the Canadians feel the same way about the USA. They better not, if it wasn't for us.
They have the greatest wall of any country ever. Even greater than the Great Wall of China.
I'd give up Canada. I wouldn't help them.
They don't have shit.
You guys will have to help them.
You have to. Because they're on our border. Anybody came in there
Gross.
besides us.
Ugh.
That would be the greatest day ever, though. March on Canada.
Fuck.
It would be over faster than when Germany invaded Poland.
More than half of the people that don't live near any of the big cities would be on our side anyway, so I don't know what the fuck they'd be whining about.
But it's easy to be a pot-smoking hippie and want everything for free when you have the greatest wall ever protecting you.
True.
Ever. No country will ever fuck with Canada. Ever. Not even a little bit.
True. They sure fuck with themselves a lot, though, because they're pretty stupid about it. But yeah.
Well, they're ran by one of Fidel Castro's bastards.
True.
That's scary shit.
Robbie's like, oh, Dale, you're a hater. You're hilarious. It's because you gotta blame Canada, Robbie. You blame Canada.
Their floppy heads.
For everything, and their beady eyes and their floppy heads. South Park much? Dude. Like, hello.
Science.
And they're in South Park Central, basically. Colorado. Hello.
South Park's down the road. Cartman's there right now.
Probably. When you typed it in this time.
Yeah, they were there.
Did it show up?
Gunther forgot to wear socks.
He never wears socks with his shoes. Nope, just keep walking. Keep walking.
Just keep
nope,
walking.
just
It'd
keep
be
walking.
so much cooler if you kept
Keep walking. Just keep walking. Just keep walking. Just keep walking.
Just ignore me. It's not worth
Just
2 seconds of your time.
keep walking. Just keep walking out. Chris says, no, Sammy. Only you and Hermie beat Gunther, and that's no fucking shame, man. Robbie's like, Gunther looks like a German tourist. Good for him. He should have just kept walking. He would have been out there yakking to himself about nothing.
About what snow tastes like when you find silver.
Yeah, something like that. Mm-hmm.
Him and Hermie need to be a tag team. Bring it back together.
All he has to do is keep walking away. No, they didn't, but we'll pretend that they did,
Wade's
right,
trying
guys?
to be that guy.
Don't forget to lick his bleached butthole, too, Wade. Lap it up there, buddy. Have Sammy just bend down in front of you. Yeah, it's Jey Uso. It's Damian Priest and Jey Uso. That's who she went and got. Versus Finn Balor and McDowhead.
Oh, Jesus.
I was like, how many tag team combos is this mofo Jey Uso going to be a part of?
Well, hopefully this is the last one and they put him back with his brother ASAP.
I wouldn't know anything about it, Ravi. I don't know anybody else. Oh, hey, it's that guy.
Excuse me, Jackie. Yeet.
What?
Never been a member of your family that ever beat up a member of mine.
And you're not going to be the first. They're both wrestling royalty.
I get that, but I'm not sure what. Oh, because he's in the Intercontinental Championship tournament. I'm like, what is he babbling about? Yeah. Anyways, Colin J's in the chat. Hey, Colin says, hi, guys. Late one tonight. Big Gunther. Yep, he was out there. Robbie says, that narrows it down. Hey, it's that guy. The Yeet Man or the other one?
Yeet!
Ooh, he's going to win the tournament.
Yeet! Yeet!
Instead of what? It's Yeet now.
Yeet!
And I'm going to beat your ass while I do it. Wow.
Breaking Braun.
Do you think he'll put him in a little hospital area like he did that one guy? He just attacked over and over again.
Ricochet.
It was him in another one. Who did he kept beating up? Oh, Hermie Pants. He did it to him too.
God, I forgot about Hermie.
He beat him up a lot too. I was like, that narrows it down. Oh yeah, and Chris says the Samoans versus the Steiner fam. Mr. Braun Strowman's out there. This is a little group effort to possibly be a contender for the Intercontinental Championship.
Supposedly, it was SmackDown 2 on the PS1, is what AI is telling me.
Oh, okay. He's a monster of all the monsters of things. Robbie says, speaking of Yeet, it's D, your boy, Yet Strowman. Yeah, that guy. Colin's hashtagging a whole bunch of stuff. Nice.
Yeet.
Hashtag Drew's redemption. He broke that. And then he shoved those beads down somebody's face.
Candy ass.
And then he put him to the hospital. But he'll be back later, I bet. Is he going to drive the ambulance back like he did the last time?
Braun will just flip it over.
He used to just flip them.
No, I mean to get Drew. CM Punk. He did it last time. He drove the ambulance. I thought he drove the ambulance back.
I know it was somebody that did it.
It was him.
Was it?
Yeah, he drove it back. Anyways, Chris says, I hope my boy Drip Kaiser wins this one. Oh, yeah, it's Kaiser. That's who. That's who the third person is.
I would like
It's
Kaiser.
Shame, Kaiser, and now
Braun.
what's his face?
Yeah, I would definitely like to see Kaiser or Sheamus, but Kaiser would make more sense. He's an NXT guy. That'll fit.
Yeah.
All of them against Uso.
Right?
Soon it's going to be called Monkeypox Productions. Because of the monkeypox?
Yes, that.
A lot of people have heard of it. I've only heard about it on the internet.
Me too. It came from all the illegal immigrants that they let in. Along with some other hideous diseases, supposedly, I guess.
It's not from just what it was from. That way I thought it was from.
No, they're trying to make it like it was the illegal immigrants on that one too.
When two people love each other very much.
And they're both the same sex.
Monkeypox.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought it was.
Well, that's what I thought it was. Colin's like a thing, yeah. And Bird says, do they fight to avoid the ambulance to not get crippling hospital bills? Yeah, that's it, Words. That's probably what it is. Robbie says, so Kaiser is good enough to have a run in the main roster with a real feud? Sure. Why not? Chris says, Kaiser should eventually be a singles wrestler, then actually pair him up with Tiffany. He will get super heat, kind of like Dom with Liv, but they'll also cheer for him. Okay, so in all reality, he kind of already is a singles wrestler, right, Chris? Because Kaiser just hangs out with Gunther. They aren't tag team guys. And there's no other dude in the thing anymore.
Yeah.
So Kaiser's basically a singles wrestler.
He's just a singles guy. His partner left. He tucked his tail between his legs and took off. They rebranded him as something weird. Like the Gucci or something.
Right. Robbie's like, I'm asking. He's asking if Kaiser is good enough to have a run in the main roster with a real feud. Yes. Championships? Maybe not, but mid-card championships? Sure. Why not?
Yeah, they're kind of full right now, but at some point I do believe that he will be a mid-card champion. They could have him take it from Gunther at Mania if they wanted to. But I think he'll have to wrestle Hermie first.
Right.
Triple H loves that little midget. Probably doing the Vince McMahon stuff on him. The Shawn Michaels treatment.
Yeah, correct. Probably. Colin says if they ever brought back Mandy, you could stop talking about Liv and Chelsea. They are going to bring back Mandy. Robbie says, I'm asking, and Colin says, Giovanni Vinci is so underrated, which is hilarious because we haven't seen much about him since they had that one little thing for him, and now we haven't seen anything else. Word says, so would an ambulance match be a thing if healthcare was free? What does healthcare have anything to do with it? Words, this is wrestling.
That's a weird thing to think about.
It's
Why
wrestling.
would healthcare be free?
Healthcare really isn't free no matter what country you go to, just so you're aware of that.
I mean, you do realize that that's taxes.
Chris says, yeah, this is the start of Kaiser's singles career. And Robbie says, D, that's some great Kaiser knowledge. And Chris says, I can see Kaiser as the U.S. champ. He could have beat LA Knight.
Yeah, he could
if
definitely.
they were ready to push him in that direction. I think they're trying to keep most of the cameras on Gunther as the champion, and I think if they start pushing him towards, I mean, not that having him in this match is a bad thing, but if they really do push him towards being like the number one contender, like he wins this somehow, I don't know if that will really be a good thing. I think it deters from Gunther and their little group at this point, so. Chris says that. Colin's like, if healthcare was free, wouldn't that mean there would be unlimited ambulances? Like, how does that make sense? That's not how it works. There's not unlimited ambulances. Sorry. Actually, there'd be probably fewer.
Yeah, because more people would be calling it just because. Like, hey, I stubbed my toe. I better call an ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
And then the EMTs would have to come to your house and repair it. They probably wouldn't even take you back.
Sports Entertainment Guy's back in and says, I can't believe they literally released Odyssey Jones. Besides, I'm not too sure why he was released. Any opinion?
So I'm not sure if it's happened. I just seen that his name was taken off the roster. Has there been an official release? Did he change his Twitter or any of that stuff?
Was he in NXT or something? Or who was
The
Odyssey
Big O,
Jones?
remember? He broke up the New Day.
Oh.
Big Odyssey.
Oh.
Like, he just disappeared.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm like, he was just on TV. But they took him off the roster, so people found out about it, and now they're wondering what's happening. They could be
branding him?
rebranding him, unless you've seen something where he was released.
Kaiser's belly button's in a really weird place, it looks like. Maybe it's just because he has short legs and a long body.
Yeah, it's up high.
See where it's at? It's like way up there. It's kind of funny.
Too bad they didn't end up teaming him up with Maxine.
It would have been perfect.
Do you imagine those two together?
Good God. They tried a little.
Make her a bitch.
He tried to go after her.
Mm-hmm. It didn't work.
Colin said, if healthcare was free, then the ambulance is free. The ambulance is free. Why would they prevent it from being more ambulance? The question makes no sense. You have to have money to pay for free ambulances.
Yeah, who's paying for this free stuff?
Free shit.
You think they're just going to work for free?
I was
Oh,
like,
shit.
Kaiser defo been hanging about R-Truth with all that oil on his body. Oh, yeah. Chris says, wow, they released him? Yeah, and Trisha's only moved to the Hall of Fame section. So, you know for sure they released Odyssey?
Like, was it an announcement from Triple H's Twitter?
Like, have they announced that happened? Or is he just kind of
Disappeared.
not there for a second? Colin says they probably didn't have any more plans for Odyssey Jones considering they changed their mind on the Xavier Woods heel turn. Okay. I don't know anything about that, so. Chris says it could be a backstage incident that got Odyssey fired. But is he fired? Like, you're jumping to conclusions.
Do we have proof that he's gone?
Yeah, what's the proof except for just not being listed?
Like, is there a Twitter
Are they changing his name? Are they changing stuff about him? Are they like, well, we want to rebrand you into something else that works better with the New Day? I mean, what are they doing? I was like, look out for the Strowman choo-choo train run. Good God. Chris says, meanwhile, Shotzi out. I'm Florida going to these horror events in Orlando. And Chris says, oh, yeah, I forgot about that Kaiser and Maxine. And Colin says, why would someone pay for something if it's free? That's the point. What do you mean?
Exactly.
Colin, don't be dumb.
Who's paying
Your
their salary?
Your statement is dumb.
You're telling me that, okay, how about this? Would you drive an ambulance for free? As your job. Like, you go to work and drive an ambulance for 12 hours a day, 3 days a week, 4 days a week, 3 days a week, 4 days a week.
And you have to pick up people that have problems, and you have to medically help them without getting paid for it.
I'm not telling you. I'm just saying drive.
Well, most
period.
ambulance drivers are an EMT.
I know, but you're adding too much to the point. My point is just drive. Would you just drive 12 hours a day, 3 days a week, 1 week, 4 days a week the next week for free?
Yeah, well, you wouldn't get paid for any of it. I'm just trying to make sure they understand.
For free means
you're
nothing.
not getting paid to do that. You're not getting any income whatsoever from anything else. Nothing. That's what you have to specify.
Would you do it
people
for
are
free?
retarded. Chris says, whoever is talking about free ambulance, please stop before I start talking about getting you in a free coffin, right? That's just the ground, Chris. I says, yeah, I thought you knew. I don't know what you're talking about. What do I know? Chris is like, I'm saying if he's fired. Oh, if. Oh, okay. Well, right. Like if. I mean, well, if it could be anything, right? If he could have done something. If they could have found something out about his background. If maybe he did something on his personal time. If. I mean, there's a lot of fucking ifs. You could throw every if out there that you wanted to. Colin's like, the whole idea was Odyssey Jones was supposed to turn Xavier Woods but they decided not to do that. Well, it's probably because Xavier Woods probably didn't want to go heel, for one. So, who knows? But that doesn't mean they just fire him.
Just fire him.
Colin's like, only way to save Althea is to make her Kaylee Ray again. No one's saying anybody would drive an ambulance for free. Ambulances aren't free. The point is if something is free, then there would be no prevention of having it. It doesn't matter. You're getting...
Right. Who's paying for free? You can't pay... How do you drive an ambulance and get paid if nobody's paying you? About that?
No. You're just literally running your head into a brick wall because they'll never get it.
Like, who's paying you if you're not getting paid? It's like, okay, like if you built decks for free, who's paying you to build the decks for free? Nobody, because you're doing it for free.
How are you getting all of the
lumber? Well, yeah, you have to buy it.
But it's free.
Not the lumber.
No, it's all free. That's the point of stupidity that you're going to run into.
Well, that's what I don't understand. Like, who's paying for the free?
Yeah. Robbie's like, who gives a fuck? Importantly, who's winning the NFL on the big Saturday night? I don't know. Is somebody winning on Saturday night for NFL?
NFL doesn't play on Saturdays until December.
So he says this match isn't bad. I'm kind of surprised it isn't the main event.
Is it not?
Why would it be the main event?
What time is it? Are we? I don't even know.
It's 8:30.
Oh. Yeah. What is the main event? Uso?
It's that tag.
Mixed tag team.
Yeah, it's that tag team stuff with Damian and
Big
Jay
head.
versus the other guys. Oh no!
Strowman's tied up.
Oh no! Shamey's taking it to him.
Braun should shave his beard and his head. Be some big crazy badass. Maybe his beard can stay.
Wow, poor Strowman. So it's like, so it looks like we might get Sami versus Gunther too. I'm surprised they are revisiting that feud this quickly.
It's fine.
It's probably because Sami cried to somebody and then jerked somebody off in the back and gave him an old fashioned.
Or
he went down on his knees. One or the other.
allegedly. We'd have to ask. Trust me, bro.
Robbie says this match is actually good. Sheamus actually holding his own. Well, he should.
He's
It's
the
shame,
best
shame.
wrestler in there.
Shamey Shame should be holding his own.
Former world champion, for fuck's sakes.
I was like, all the scenarios are irrelevant because they would never happen.
More
There are
books.
no free ambulances. The question was, if it was free is $0. You can't say anything past that. It's like retarded. No one is paying for the free. It's fucking free.
Somebody, are you talking about like AI maybe driving it?
No.
Like a computer's driving it?
No. Nope.
Because somebody
Braun
has...
Strowman got that win, everybody.
And who's paying for the AI to drive the ambulance?
You're putting too much into it. Like, you're putting way too much behind it.
How?
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out
No.
how you get to free.
You're trying to make it make sense of this free shit. You
Right.
can't.
Well, that's what...
But I'm telling you right now that these people who believe shit is free don't understand that nothing is fucking free. That somehow, somewhere, someone has to pay for all of it for it to be free for whoever is getting the free shit. Free shit isn't free. Because somebody has to pay for it. But they don't get that. Nobody does. They don't understand that that's how the economy works. They don't understand that that's how things work. You're going to be
Right,
beating
so
your head
what-
against a
right. What you're
wall
doing
over and
is
over and over again.
You're telling them your way, and they're telling you your way, and then you guys just arguing. Mine is to have them tell me how it works.
Well,
Then they
understand
can
that.
see how it doesn't work, and then it's over.
But they can't, because all they're going to do is run in a circle of, well, free is free. Free is free. Free is free.
Right,
Free
but
is
who's,
free.
But who's paying for
Doesn't matter. Free is free. It's free. Nobody pays for it. It's free. That's their logic. That's what I'm trying to tell you what their logic is. Their logic is that free is free. Once you say the word free, there's no money involved. There's no exchange of anything. It's just free. I'm not saying...
Right. So have them explain to you who changes the oil, who charges the batteries.
It doesn't.
It does. That's the only thing that matters.
I get it.
Okay.
You don't have to try to tell me.
Okay. Good.
I don't give a shit. I know how the fucking shit works. I'm saying that on the other side of these people who think things are all free or should be free don't get it. And
Right.
they never will.
Right. So have them explain it to you.
They can't. That's the point. The point is they can't. They cannot.
Give them the benefit of the doubt and have them explain it to you.
Can't.
They don't have a choice but to be able to understand how it works.
But they can't. They literally cannot.
They have no choice but to. It's like breathing air. Like, hold your breath.
You're trying to come at it logically. There is no logic. They do not have that. You're trying to make it force logic into it. They don't have that.
They know how to breathe air. Just say, hold your breath until you stop breathing. You're going to breathe again.
Right. I think you're just being weird and arguing for nothing.
I feel like I'm not arguing.
It's not
I'm
going
just
to
asking
get
them
you.
what they think, and you're telling me what they think.
I'm reading what their fucking shit says, dude.
What are they saying?
If we weren't on the air, I would go off on some other shit that we've had conversations about in our personal lives of things that happen in this world, and you would understand why I'm saying what I am saying. You are literally never going to, there's just no reason to have, you cannot have those kind of conversations with it.
Right.
You can't.
Right.
Because.
But the only way to fix it is to.
And so
But
therefore,
they don't ever have the conversation back because their conversation is going to be just like the person said, well, free is free.
Right. So it's called empathetic listening. You let them talk, and then you explain back to them what they mean. And then they say, yes, that's what I meant, or no, that's what I didn't mean. And then you try it again. And then until you can understand what they're saying, you can't talk. And then they get to talk you get to talk until they can explain it back to you what you're talking about. That's dialogue. And you just go back and forth until you figure the fuck out of whatever it is. It doesn't matter what it is.
Right.
That's how you learn from and listen.
Congratulations. That's not how it works with some of these people.
I'm just saying it's the only way it can work. Butch.
didn't he just fight somebody on
God.
SmackDown last night? Or on the pay-per-view last night?
He
Who did
attacked
introduce?
Oh,
somebody.
Trick Williams. So he's now fighting Trick Williams and Sheamus?
I have no idea.
It's from Butch? Your name's Butch, dude. Deal with it.
That's what sets him off, he says.
It is crazy.
Hearing this dude's voice.
Oh, Braun won that?
Yeah, he did. I said that.
Oh.
But you were too busy with your stuff, so you didn't hear it. He penned Kaiser.
Really?
Yep.
Did Kaiser get hit with something from Sheamus or anybody else?
I wasn't paying attention to that part too much.
That's weird that Kaiser got pinned. Where are they at? Oh, Denver. Is that where the Avalanche play?
Sophie had said earlier, unlike Cody, Gunther has a lot of people to defend his championship against. And Colin said that. Colin says, unlike Cody, Gunther is actually legit. Robbie says to see Kaiser, his strategy is to come in when the other two are down. So he said Braun won. I'm guessing Bronson was going to win then? I don't know.
Probably. That would be my guess.
Robbie says, but Strowman, how did he win that? And Colin says that wouldn't make sense about Sami because isn't he like a Muslim or something and he would be killed if he was gay? Sophie says, do you think we might see Damian versus Gunther again at some point?
I think you're going to see wrestling matches with those two again in our lifetimes.
Robbie says, yeah, but they were advertising some NFL on the big Saturday night. Okay.
Would it be Saturday night for him?
No, it was Sunday.
Monday morning. Huh? Oh,
says it
you're
wasn't-
right. Saturday, because there is a Friday night game. That would be Saturday for you. Right?
Oh. Chris says, okay, main event time, but I'll just be lurking as will not watch dumb tag match. So if don't hear from me, bye guys. Thanks, guys. Okay, Chris. I'm not going to even read any of these comments anymore. I was like, Sophie drinks some water from the tap. That's free. Yeah, great. Awesome.
Tap water isn't free. Plus, it costs you your life. It's filled with all sorts of chemicals.
Sophie says, next week, Raw is the season premiere. They're treating it like it is going to be a pay-per-view instead of an episode of Raw.
Are they?
Sophie said they've been running this tag team match at live events and dark matches for a while. Seems like they are continuing this Rhea storyline after they dropped it for a while. Why isn't this for the tag team championship? Who is the heel announcer and who is the face?
They don't have.
They don't have any. They don't have any of that crap.
That's why it's mundane.
It's very lackluster in the blah department.
And now all of them do it. It used to be WWE had somebody to work off of, and now it's gone.
Now you just have somebody who does play-by-play and the other person is an analysis. That's it. That's what they call them. Play-by-play and an analysis. That's it. They don't have, like, here's this guy and here's that guy. So it doesn't really matter. And Ravi's talking about that guy that Sophie said earlier died. So I heard Fat Man Scoop died the other day. Yeah, that rapper died. He was like 50-something.
Was he in the Fat Boys?
He died on stage.
We didn't hear where he played or what he did other than he was a rapper.
Right.
It's McDo.
McDo.
McBoring.
All the McDo face. So it was like once Raw goes to Netflix, they will change the commentary teams again. And Ravi said something and then retracted it. So I don't know what he said.
Who are they going to put on Raw when it goes to Netflix? Cole and what's his name? Graves?
Pat McAfee was supposedly coming back when they went on Netflix.
Yeah, but college doesn't end until the 20th.
National Championship's the 20th.
Right.
They moved it back because there's a big old playoff thing now.
Oh. Interesting.
They're doing 12-team playoff.
Yeah, trust me, it's
Good
fucking
God,
stupid.
how stupid. They're like, participation trophies, anybody? 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 All right, we're doing it. Fuck. So it says at least the NXT announced team didn't get touched, which they do sometimes do. They should. I feel like they should get rid of what's-his-face.
Yeah, if they got rid of Booker T, it'd be a better place.
Robbie says he used to shout Fat Man Scoop Crooklyn Clan on his records. That's cool. Was he in a group or was this his own thing? Like, what era was he big in?
You know, when was
Was
he
he
famous?
supposed to be great at something? I don't know.
I've never heard of him. So was he in movies? Like, what did he do?
Sophie says Michael Cole and Pat will be on Raw when that hits Netflix. Words says rip Fat Man Scoop.
Call him Ice Cream Scoop.
Words like he passed away on stage. Robbie's like the 2000s. So like the early 2000s? So he barely became famous like in the early 2000s, so he wasn't during the whole 90s stuff or anything.
Wellington.
Just crap under my feet. Or it's like, I guarantee you probably heard one of his songs.
Probably. That's why I'm asking. Like, what would it be? What era? Well, like, was it in the 90s, the 80s, the 2000s, the 10s, the 20s?
Right.
Because if it was after, like, 203, I probably don't know. 204, 205. They're moving to...
Where are they moving to? CW, right?
I think so.
Yeet Puddles or Yeet Huddles? I couldn't hear what he said.
Puddles, I thought he said. Or it says early 2000s, Fat Man Scoop walk the plank. So when I think of early 2000s, I think from 2000 to 2009 to probably 2012-ish. So be more specific, I guess.
Yeah, but what I asked was tens. So...
No, you asked 04, 02.
No, I said, was he in the 90s? I said 80s, 90s, 2000s, 10s, or 20s?
Right. Yeah, but if he was after whatever you said next, you wouldn't know who the fuck he was anyways.
Right.
So it'd have to
So
be the
if
very early 2000s, so 2000 to 2004.
Right, so right around the time of Nelly and... What's his name? What's with Nelly around that time?
I don't know.
Uh...
I never listened to any of that, so I have absolutely no idea.
Ludacris. So, like, right around the time of Ludacris and Nelly?
I was like, I could hear you cringing when Zayn mentioned Shawn Michaels, and Sophie says, nobody knows what's going to happen with the SmackDown announced team when Raw hits Netflix, and Robbie said, I already said 2000s. And then Sophie said, Fat Man Scoop is a name I kind of heard, but I don't have any idea who he is. And then Robbie's like, yeah. For people who talk about and know music in this chat, you guys don't fucking understand anything. Jesus Christ.
Fat Scoop. Fat Scoop. I just want to look at his most popular song. I don't think he had a...
Born Isaac Freeman III, Fat Man Scoop was from New York City's Harlem neighborhood and broke out with 1999's Be Faithful. What started as a minor success in the U.S. took off in Europe with a 2003 re-release hitting number whatever the fuck.
Pro Freak. Rock the Boat. No Popcorn.
His first appearance as a solo artist was on Timbaland and Magoo's Drop in 2001. Thank you, everybody. Those are the fucking years I was looking for. Good God. But it wasn't until 2003 that the single Be Faithful was a massive hit. Time frame of years matter, people, especially in music.
See if I've heard of it.
I was like, yeah. Words is like, yeah, around that time, he did one of those fellas in the back, raise your hands songs. So if it says I know some Kanye West songs and P. Diddy songs, rap is kind of music I don't listen to that much. And Robbie says, I said yeah to what Travis was asking me. Come on, get with the program. Yeah, he remixed Faith Evans' Love Like This before. That's great, Robbie. Except for Travis said 2000s, and you said, yeah, 2000s. Then I asked specific years, and you guys still couldn't answer the question. So he says, is there a difference between hip-hop and rap?
No.
Yeah, it's called time. It's called what era are you in? If you're in nowadays era, it's all fucking called hip-hop. But if you were in the 90s, it was called fucking rap. So there you go. That's the difference.
Gangster rap.
And when rap was rap, hip-hop was something completely different.
McDowell's head's so big. I just blocked it.
It helps him get over the ropes easier when he gets thrown.
He's like, pull that rope down. His fat ass need to get over it.
I think it's just so his feet don't catch it. It's probably just a safety thing for him. I was like, in the 90s, it was always hip-hop and rap. And so he says 2000s has good music. Well, we're still in the 2000s, so there you go.
Are we?
It's still the motherfucking 2000s, people.
It's the 20s.
It's the 2000s. It'll be the 2000s until it's the 3000s. Still the 2000s. Just like the 1900s were the 1900s from 1900 to 1999.
Right, but that's different because it was 19.
Yeah.
The 2000s would be...
It's the 1900s from what? 1900. Because the year before that was 1899.
Yeah.
Good God.
What is going on? You're just like a Ferrari.
We're not in the 2100s. We're in the 2000s.
We're in the 21st century.
No. Really?
What do you call the zeros?
The 2000s, right?
We're in the 2000s.
So you don't call them that?
No,
do you
I
call
don't
the
fucking
zeros?
call them that.
What do you call it? Something.
I personally call them the zeros, so at least you know what the fuck you're talking about. But when we're asking for specific years of something, you don't just say, well, it's the 2000s.
Like the
When
early
in the 2000s? Well, the 2000s. When the fuck in the 2000s, people?
I think of the 2000s as till 9.
And then you had the 10s, and now we're in the 20s. The roaring 20s.
Wow, yeah. It's all 2000s.
I would think of it as the 20s.
The two letters on the two numbers in front didn't change.
I'm
Still
just
the
saying
2000s.
that right this second we're in the 2000s. And now we're in the 20s.
Of the 2000s.
Do you say 2020s?
2020s.
Wow, I just say the 20s. So fuck it. I care less about the first two.
Unless we're talking about Harding running the country into the ground.
Wellington, zip it.
So it says now rap and hip hop are kind of the same thing. Robbie says in the early 2000s, I used to go record shopping in London. They were good times. So it says, remember We Are the World? They did a remake of it like 10 years ago. I thought we are in the 2020s. And Robbie says, Travis was right. It was about the time Nelly and Ludacris was big. Sophie says, I wasn't here. What are we looking for? I don't know.
Fat Joe ice cream or something? Fat Scoop?
They're looking up when Fat Man Scoop was actually a rapper that would have made any kind of blip on radar of any kind.
I listened to
I already
the song.
found the information thanks to nobody in my chat when I was asking for
listening
specifics.
to the song and I have never heard it in my life. And I would know, especially back then. I listened to music all the time.
Sylvia's like, I wasn't here for what we're looking for. And then Ravi says, all I know it's another year D gets older. Well, one day that will fucking stop, Ravi, and then nobody will ever have to see it. Sophie says they moved Samantha Irvin to SmackDown. I thought they kept her on Raw. No, they put Alicia Taylor on Raw.
Yeah, they moved Samantha away. Which is fine with me. Put her on the 2-hour show where there's less people. Plus they're planning on making that a 3-hour show too. You ready for 2 3-hour shows? Is that a no?
Ravi says, I told you, D, but you wouldn't listen. You didn't say fucking shit, dude. You didn't say shit. You said 2000s. That was fucking it. That's all. That's it. And then you couldn't say another fucking thing about it. You didn't know the information. Why don't you just say, I don't know? I'm pretty sure it was the early 2000s. But you didn't. You didn't say, I don't know a specific year. In fact, he didn't start being a singles fucking rapper, and he actually had his first one that was the top of the charts in 1999, which is the sure in the fuck ain't the 2000s. So there you go. Congratulations. Now I know more about this dumb asshole than I ever want to know in my entire life.
My buddy Shea Butler, the famous one.
Mm-hmm.
His house started on fire from a skateboard.
How the fuck would a skateboard do that?
They have batteries.
Why do you need a battery on a skateboard?
It's just electronic things. That's what people do. Anyways, his son was screaming, "Come help, help, there's fire."
Oh my god, no way, a lithium battery caught fire? Couldn't imagine how that could happen. Or he's like, D, what's your secret of looking young? I don't know, having to do with retarded people, I guess. So it was like one of Fat Man Scoop's songs is called Be Faithful.
Yeah, I was looking it up on Spotify. I hadn't heard of the one that was the most clicked. But I can look at some other ones.
Sophie says, this show flew by quickly.
He sounds like ODB, Old Dirty Bastard. A little bit. Like I noticed his voice, it's all groggly.
Mm. So it was like when you Google Fat Man Scoop, it gives you the name of his songs and the years it came out. Yeah. I was trying not to do that. And asking all these people in our chat that know this person so well that they're telling me all this information but can't give me specifics. So I had to look it up myself. And get specifics. Because you have somebody over here who's like, well, what year was it? What year was it? Oh, the 2000s? What part of the 2000s? The early 2000s. Well, what part of the early 2000s? You dumb, stupid fucks. Good God. Round and round and round we go.
Joe drops him. McDowell gonna take the loss here.
I don't know. Is that what they're... I mean, it's not for the titles, so there's a possibility they could have him take the loss. What happened to the Yeet boy? Oh, there he is.
Climbing up. We tagged him.
Rob is like, I know it came out in 99 because I was in secondary school when I heard, but it got re-released in 2003 where it really blew up. Fat Man Scoop, more of a hype man MC than a rapper.
That makes sense.
So now you're giving me the information that I already looked up and said. Congratulations. That was the fucking information that would have been helpful like 15 minutes ago when we started the conversation. Good God. Jesus fucking Christ. Sophie's like, Coolio had some good hits like Gangster's Paradise.
Uh-oh, look at this.
Hey, there's that stupid whore
Yeah,
bag.
she just knocked out Uso.
Oh, nice.
Mommy's gonna be upset because she has a crush on it. Yee boy. Oh, swing blade. Missile drop kick. He's gonna tag himself back in again, or coup de grace. That's it. To his head. If he hits him with it, oh god. Damien. Somehow with the save, Rhea will come down any second, right? Will she limp down though? Oh, nope. She's going to advertise to the world that she's coming. Oh, God.
So damaged.
She's faking. She's playing possum. Liver spot. It's faking. See? Hit her with it. Oh. Oh. She broke the crutch. Now it's pointy. What
Stuff is
got
like Weird Al is good when he parody other songs, and some of them are better than the original.
Oh, absolutely. Especially that one, like, White and Nerdy. Because
Right.
Right and Dirty is okay, but White and Nerdy is second to none.
His parody of Gangster's Paradise is pretty funny.
Something, I can't remember what it was.
And Amish.
Oh, yep, the Amish Paradise. There's Eat It.
As
The-
I do, you
the
forget, I
closet
know
one.
music, and even music I don't really listen to. No shit, Robbie. You know music? Hence why I was asking you specifics of this information, yet you couldn't give me the information before.
McDo, lose it!
Dude, stop.
Lose me?
Robbie's like Liv getting slapped, pow, 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 and Robbie's like, my gosh, that poor guy, his neck must be fucked.
You're talking.
No. Hey, stop it. No. No. You be good. No. Don't do it. You be good. Yeah. Rob is like, that was a great win for the winners.
Yeah.
There were winners
I was
in
wondering
this?
if they would have anybody else lose, but no, they were protecting everybody but McDo.
No, you knew McDo would be the loser.
Right, that's what.
He would totally take the pin.
Rhea Ripley.
Me, baby.
Alright, everybody, well, that's the end of Raw. It doesn't look like they're doing much of anything else. And that's it. Alright, we'll be back again on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. Hopefully you guys will be able to join us then.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.